Question 1. What does this road sign indicate? A. Yield to oncoming traffic. B. Stop completely before intersection. C. Slow down, proceed with caution. D. Prepare to turn right. Answers is B. Stop completely before intersection. This sign means you must come to a complete stop behind the stop line, crosswalk, or before entering the intersection. Check for cross traffic and pedestrians before proceeding safely. Question 2. What is the legal maximum speed limit when driving near a school if children are outside or crossing the street? A. 35 miles per hour. B. 30 miles per hour. C. 25 miles per hour. D. 15 miles per hour. Answers is C. 25 miles per hour. In California, the speed limit in a school zone is 25 miles per hour when children are present, unless otherwise posted. Always slow down and be prepared to stop for children. Question 3. What does this sign mean for drivers? A. Overtaking is permitted. B. No overtaking. C. Overtaking allowed only on right. D. Prepare to merge left. Answers is B. No overtaking. This sign prohibits drivers from overtaking other vehicles. You must remain in your current lane unless a specific maneuver is required and safe. Question 4. When should you signal before making a turn in California? A. At least 50 feet before the turn. B. At least 100 feet before the turn. C. As you enter the turn. D. Only if other cars are near. Answers is B. At least 100 feet before the turn. You should signal at least 100 feet before turning or changing lanes to alert other drivers of your intentions, providing them enough time to react. Question 5. What does this sign warn drivers about? A. Children at play. B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. C. Bicycle lane ahead. D. School zone ahead. Answers is B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. This sign indicates a pedestrian crossing ahead. Drivers should be prepared to slow down and stop for pedestrians who may be crossing or entering the roadway. Question 6. When are you allowed to make a U-turn in a business district? A. At any intersection if safe. B. Only at an intersection where a sign permits it. C. If there is no traffic light. D. When no cars are within 200 feet. Answers is B. Only at an intersection where a sign permits it. U-turns in a business district are only permitted at intersections where a sign specifically allows it, or if there is a traffic signal. Otherwise, they are generally prohibited for safety and traffic flow. Question 7. This sign means A. Right turn only. B. No right turn. C. Lane for right turns. D. Yield to traffic. Answers is B. No right turn. The sign prohibits making a right turn at the intersection or location where it is posted. Drivers must choose an alternative direction. Question 8. If you are involved in a collision, what is the first thing you should do? A. Exchange insurance information. B. Stop immediately at the scene. C. Call your insurance company. D. Move your vehicle off the road. Answers is B. Stop immediately at the scene. After a collision, you must stop immediately at the scene. Failing to do so can result in serious legal, Only after stopping should you assess the situation and ensure safety. Question 9. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Sharp curve ahead. B. Roundabout ahead. C. U-turn permitted. D. Yield to merging traffic. Answers is B. Roundabout ahead. This sign indicates that there is a roundabout circular intersection ahead. Drivers should be prepared to yield to traffic already in the roundabout. Question 10. When driving in fog, you should use your A. High beam headlights. B. Low beam headlights. C. Parking lights only. D. Hazard lights. Answers is B. Low beam headlights. When driving in fog, rain, or snow, use your low beam headlights. High beams reflect off the moisture in the air and can reduce visibility even further. Question 11. What action should you take when you see this sign? A. Prepare for a steep descent. B. Prepare for a steep ascent. C. Road is slippery when wet. D. Road narrows ahead. Answers is B. Prepare for a steep ascent. This sign warns drivers of a steep ascent ahead. You may need to shift to a lower gear to maintain power and speed. Question 12. You are driving on a freeway and need to exit. When should you signal? A. As you approach the exit ramp. B. After you have passed the exit. C. At least 500 feet before the exit. D. Only if there's traffic behind you. Answers is C. At least 500 feet before the exit. When exiting a freeway, it is recommended to signal for at least 500 feet before your exit to give other drivers ample warning of your intentions, especially at higher speeds. Question 13. This sign indicates A. Parking zone. B. No stopping. C. Yield to pedestrians. D. Emergency stop area. Answers is B. No stopping. This sign means no stopping, standing, or parking. You may not stop for any reason, even briefly, except to avoid interfering with other traffic or obeying a traffic control device. Question 14. What is the primary purpose of A. To keep drivers alert? B. To prevent serious injury in a collision. C. To improve vehicle fuel efficiency. D. To make driving more comfortable. Answers is B. To prevent serious injury in a collision. Are designed to keep occupants securely in their seats during a collision, distributing impact forces over a larger area of the body and preventing ejection, thus greatly reducing the risk of severe injury or death. Question 15. What does this road sign warn of? A. Road construction ahead. B. Slippery road ahead. C. Rough road surface. D. Uneven pavement. Answers is B. Slippery road ahead. This warning sign indicates that the road ahead may be slippery, especially when wet or icy. Drivers should reduce speed and increase their following distance. Question 16. When passing a bicycle, what minimum safe distance should you allow? A. 1 foot. B. 2 feet. C. 3 feet. D. 5 feet. Answers is C. 3 feet. California law requires drivers to give at least 3 feet of clearance when passing a bicyclist. If unable to pass safely, you must slow down and wait for a safe opportunity. Question 17. What does this sign mean for drivers? A. Turn right ahead. B. proceed straight only. C, no U-turn allowed. D, one-way street ahead. Answers is B, proceed straight only. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles must proceed straight ahead in the lane or at the intersection where it is posted. No turns are permitted. Question 18. When sharing the road with a motorcycle, you should A, drive closer to see them better, B, allow extra following distance, C, assume they will ride on the shoulder, D, change lanes quickly around them. Answers is B, allow extra following distance. Motorcycles have the same rights and as other vehicles. Allow extra following distance and be mindful of their smaller size, which can make them harder to see and judge speed. Question 19. What does this road sign indicate? A, low bridge ahead, B, embankment or quayside ahead, C, rough road surface, D, road subject to flooding. Answers is B, embankment or quayside ahead. This sign warns drivers that the road is approaching an embankment or quayside, indicating a drop-off or body of water adjacent to the road. Exercise caution and maintain control. Question 20. What should you do if your vehicle starts to hydroplane? A, turn sharply into the skid. B, ease off the gas and steer straight. C, apply the brakes firmly. D, speed up to regain traction. Answers is B, ease off the gas and steer straight. If your vehicle starts to hydroplane, ease your foot off the accelerator, keep the steering wheel straight, and avoid braking. Allow the vehicle to slow down naturally until tires regain traction. Question 21. What does this sign mean for drivers? A, minimum speed limit. B, maximum speed limit. C, advisory speed limit. D, speed limit for trucks. Answers is B, maximum speed limit. This sign indicates the maximum speed limit permitted on this section of the road. Drivers must not exceed the posted speed for safe and legal driving. Question 22. When parking uphill on A street with a curb, in what direction should you turn your front wheels? A, the curb. B, away from the curb. C, straight ahead. D, it does not matter. Answers is B, away from the curb. When parking uphill with a curb, turn your front wheels away from the curb to the left. If your vehicle rolls, it will roll into the curb, preventing it from rolling into traffic. Question 23. What does this sign indicate? A, slippery road ahead. B, uneven road ahead. C, road narrows ahead. D, speed bump ahead. Answers is B, uneven road ahead. This warning sign indicates that the road surface ahead is uneven. Drivers should reduce their speed to maintain control and avoid damage to their vehicle. Question 24. You are approaching a railroad crossing with flashing red lights. What should you do? A, drive around the crossing gates. B, stop at least 15 feet from the tracks. C, speed up to cross quickly. D, proceed if no train is visible. Answers is B, stop at least 15 feet from the tracks. When flashing red lights are active at a railroad crossing, you must stop at least 15 feet, but no more than 50 feet from the nearest track. Never drive around or under lowered gates. Question 25. What does this sign tell drivers? A. Right turn prohibited. B. Turn right only. C. Right lane ends. D. Yield to traffic from right. Answers is B. Turn right only. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles in this lane or at this intersection must turn right. No other movements are permitted. Question 26. What is the basic speed law in California? A. You must always drive at the posted speed limit. B. Never drive faster than is safe for current conditions. C. You must drive at least the minimum speed limit. D. The speed limit is advisory only. Answers is B. Never drive faster than is safe for current conditions. The basic speed law states that you may never drive faster than is safe for current conditions, regardless of the posted speed limit. This means you must adjust your speed based on traffic, weather, road conditions, and visibility. Question 27. This sign indicates A. Parking for limited time. B. No parking. C. Loading zone only. D. Permit parking only. Answers is B. No parking. This sign means no parking. You may stop briefly to pick up or drop off passengers or freight, but you cannot leave your vehicle unattended. Question 28. When can you legally block an intersection? A. Only during heavy traffic. B. If you are turning left. C. Never under any circumstances. D. Only if directed by a police officer. Answers is C. Never under any circumstances. You should never enter an intersection, even if the light is green, unless there is enough space on the other side to clear the intersection completely. Blocking an intersection is illegal and creates traffic congestion. Question 29. What does this sign signify? A. Strong headwinds. B. Side wind area. C. Falling objects. D. Dust storms common. Answers is B. Side wind area. This sign warns drivers of strong side winds in the area. Drivers should grip the steering wheel firmly and be prepared to adjust their steering to maintain control of the vehicle. Question 30. What is the correct hand signal for a left turn? A. Arm extended straight up. B. Arm extended straight out to the left. C. Arm extended down with palm back. D. Waving your hand out the window. Answers is B. Arm extended straight out to the left. The correct hand signal for a left turn is your left arm extended straight out horizontally from the driver's side window. This signals your intention to turn left to other road users. Question 31. This sign indicates A. Crossing with gates. B. Railway crossing. C. Railway crossing. D. Road works ahead. Answers is B. Railway crossing. This warning sign indicates a railway crossing ahead. Drivers should be prepared to stop for an approaching train and exercise extreme caution. Question 32. In California, how old must a child be to ride in the front passenger seat? A. At least 6 years old. B. At least 8 years old. C. At least 10 years old. D. Any age if in a booster seat. Answers is B. At least 8 years old. California law requires children under 8 years of age to be in a car seat or booster seat in the back seat. Children 8 and older, or who are for feet 9 inches tall or taller, may use a car seat, booster seat, or the vehicle's seat belt system? Question 33. What does this sign mean? A. Curve to the right. B. Dangerous curve to the left. C. Winding road ahead. D. Road curves right, then left. Answers is B. Dangerous curve to the left. This sign warns drivers of a dangerous curve to the left ahead. Drivers should reduce their speed and be prepared to steer through the curve safely. Question 34. What is the proper procedure for turning right on a red light? A. Slow down and turn if clear. B. Stop completely, then turn if clear and permitted. C. Only turn if there's a green arrow. D. You can never turn right on red. Answers is B. Stop completely, then turn if clear and permitted. In California, you may turn right on a red light after coming to a complete stop, unless a no turn on red sign is posted. You must yield to all traffic and pedestrians before proceeding. Question 35. This sign warns of A. School bus stop. B. Children playing or crossing. C. Pedestrian crossing. D. Playground ahead. Answers is B. Children playing or crossing. This sign warns drivers that there may be children playing or crossing the road, typically near schools or residential areas. Drivers should reduce speed and be extra cautious. Question 36. What should you do if an emergency vehicle with flashing lights is approaching from behind? A. Speed up to get out of the way. B. Pull over to the right and stop. C. Continue driving in your lane. D. Pull over to the left and stop. Answers is B. Pull over to the right and stop. When an emergency vehicle with flashing lights or sirens approaches, you must immediately pull over to the right edge of the road, clear of any intersection, and stop until the emergency vehicle has passed. This is known as the move over law. Question 37. What does this sign indicate? A. Two-way traffic ahead. B. One-way road. C. Merge left. D. Divided highway. Answers is B. One-way road. This sign indicates that the road ahead is a one-way street, meaning all traffic flows in the same direction. Drivers should be aware of traffic patterns. Question 38. If you are confronted by an aggressive driver, you should A. Respond with aggressive actions. B. Avoid eye contact and give them space. C. Honk your horn repeatedly. D. Try to race away from them. Answers is B. Avoid eye contact and give them space. When confronted by an aggressive driver, it's best to stay calm, avoid eye contact, and give them plenty of space. Do not escalate the situation. Simply let them pass or take an alternate route if necessary. Question 39. What does this road sign warn of? A. Dipped road. B. Hump or bump ahead. C. Uneven pavement. D. Speed limit reduction. Answers is B. Hump or bump ahead. This sign warns drivers of a hump or bump in the road ahead, such as a speed hump or a raised railroad crossing. Drivers should reduce speed to cross safely. Question 40. When are you required to turn on your headlights? A. Only at night. B. When visibility is to 1,000 feet or less. C. When it's cloudy outside. D. Only in heavy rain. Answers is B. When visibility is to 1,000 feet or less. California law requires you to turn on your headlights whenever visibility is to 1,000 feet or less, or during darkness, rain, snow, fog, or dust. This ensures you can see and be seen by others. Question 41. What does this sign indicate? A. Pass on the left. B. Pass obstacle on the right. C. Lane ends, merge right. D. Right turn only. Answers is B. Pass obstacle on the right. This sign is a mandatory sign indicating that drivers must pass an obstacle, such as a traffic island or construction barrier, on the right side. Question 42. What does a flashing yellow light at an intersection mean? A. Stop completely and proceed when safe. B. Slow down and proceed with caution. C. Yield to all traffic. D. The signal is out of order. Answers is B. Slow down and proceed with caution. A flashing yellow light means you should slow down and proceed with caution. Be prepared to stop if necessary, as there may be intersecting traffic or pedestrians. Question 43. This sign indicates A. Pedestrian crossing. B. Cyclists entering or leaving. C. No bicycles allowed. D. Shared path for bikes and walkers. Answers is B. Cyclists entering or leaving. This sign warns drivers of an area where cyclists may be entering or leaving the roadway, such as a bike path crossing. Be alert for bicycle traffic. Question 44. You should always look for motorcycles before changing lanes because A. They always have the right of way. B. Their smaller size makes them hard to see. C. They travel much faster than cars. D. They are exempt from lane laws. Answers is B. Their smaller size makes them hard to see. Motorcycles are smaller than cars and can be easily hidden in blind spots or blend into the background. Always perform a head check and check your mirrors before changing lanes to ensure a motorcycle is not present. Question 45. What does this sign mean? A. Stop ahead. B. Yield to other traffic. C. Ahead. D. Lane ends. Answers is B. Yield to other traffic. This yield sign means you must slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary to allow other traffic, including pedestrians, to proceed before you. Question 46. When driving in heavy rain, what should you do? A. Maintain normal speed. B. Reduce speed and increase following distance. C. Use cruise control. D. Drive close to the car in front. Answers is B. Reduce speed and increase following distance. In heavy rain, visibility is, and roads become slippery. You should reduce your speed, increase your following distance, and use your low beam headlights and windshield wipers to enhance safety. Question 47. What does this road sign indicate? A. Road work ahead. B. Other danger, accident prone area. C. Traffic congestion. D. Construction zone ahead. Answers is B. Other danger, accident prone area. This sign, often with an explanatory plate, warns drivers of other dangers or an accident-prone area not covered by more specific signs. Drivers should be extra vigilant and prepared for unexpected hazards. Question 48. You're driving on a road and want to pass the vehicle ahead. What is generally the safest way to pass? A. Pass on the right if there's a wide shoulder. B. Pass on the left, ensuring clear visibility. C. Flash your headlights to signal to pass. D. honk your horn and speed up. Answers is B. Pass on the left, ensuring clear visibility. On a road, passing should generally be done on the left. Ensure there is adequate clear space ahead, signal your intention, and complete the pass safely without exceeding the speed limit. Question 49. What does this mandatory sign mean? A. No left turn. B. Turn left only. C. U-turn permitted. D. Left lane ends. Answers is B. Turn left only. This sign indicates that vehicles in this lane or at this intersection must turn left. No other movements are permitted. Question 50. What should you do if your gas pedal gets stuck while driving? A. Pump the pedal quickly. B. Shift to neutral and apply brakes. C. Turn off the engine immediately. D. Steer into a ditch. Answers is B. Shift to neutral and apply brakes. If your gas pedal gets stuck, immediately shift to neutral, apply firm and steady pressure to the brakes, and steer safely to the side of the road. Once stopped, turn off the engine.